All right, we are just a couple of months away from the release of Marc Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Despite plans for the expansion of the Spidey cinematic universe being confirmed, it looks like it will be continuing without Webb behind the lens, however. In a recent interview, Webb stated, "I'd like to be involved as a consultant, and I've already talked to these guys about it, but in terms of directing it, that will close out my tenure. I've had so much fun doing it, but after the third movie, it'll be time to find something else." Schnepp, how do you feel about Webb's reveal?
I think it's great. I mean, it's funny that tenure is very close to 10 years because that's about how long he'll have worked on it after he finishes the third, after he wraps up the trilogy. And I'm happy that he's going to give up the directing job to someone else who's going to probably take on the next trilogy of the Spider-Man movies. Whether or not Andrew Garfield, who says he doesn't know if he'll be in the fourth movie, but they've already announced Spider-Man 4, so we'll see how it goes. But I think it's great that he's stuck around to do all three movies, and that we'll see Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the next couple of months and be able to judge whether or not we're excited or not that he's sticking around. I, for one, after seeing all the footage, am very excited that he's sticking around. How about you?
Definitely curious. It seems like the third time's a charm with these guys. You've got Nolan, you've got Raimi on Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man series films or whatever. I like what he's done, and I've got some questions about the new film. It seems like it could be a little bit of a disaster, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping positive. I do like the director a lot, and I'm for it. I can't wait to see where they go with it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people forget. I mean, when you're doing a trilogy of films, it is like about 3 years of your life.
Yeah.
So, from development to working with the writers to actually getting everything ready to shoot, then shooting, and then the editing and post-effects process, and then the release. So, I mean, granted, he'll be doing some other films in between, but I think after the 10-year mark, he's like, hey, consulting and being involved and probably producing on some kind of level. You never know. You never say never. He could come back in 20 years and direct Spider-Man 9. We don't know. But I think the trilogy will be a great way for him to wrap up and give it to somebody else. So
I agree.
The cynic in me wants to know if he really is going to leave, or he's just waiting for the fans to say, "No, we can't have it without you." That's just the cynic in me.
Right.
You could be right on that one.
Just being a cynic.
Or the giant check, which would be following for Spider-Man 4.
We're all still waiting for that one.
Yeah,
all right,
So be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.